What's up, everyone? Welcome to ZeldaSpeedRuns 3 and welcome to the Minish Randomizer weekly race. We have some special stuff going on, some new version on Horizon, new settings, and two people who know a lot about this. Or, okay, Mythlos knows a lot about it. Hendrus not really, but anyways. So yeah, off to those two, enjoy the race and have a lot of fun. It's all up to you. Take it away.
Hey everyone, yeah, we got more dungeon shuffle for Minish Cap. So this is going to be not as crazy as last week's one. We're going to be doing pretty much what a typical race settings are, but with the extra bonus of shuffle dungeons. And a couple of extra settings that we've newly added to 0.7, the upcoming release. We're going to have non-element dungeons are barren, so our racers can just check the map and see which dungeons are not going to be required at all. They know that there's not even any point in going into them, which is just really nice to have. And the last setting is golden enemies are shuffled. They will drop an item, so our racers are going to have to kill those golden enemies and collect the goodies that they're going to drop.
I can already tell they're gonna have a lot of fun with that as well. Especially the Tektites, the fan favorite. Yeah, this is another round of just testing the settings for the 07 build, with probably loads and loads of new stuff in there. And yeah, no, but the racers just need to get accustomed to that. I think we can send them off.
I think we can send them off, okay, yep.
They've been waiting long enough. This one's already having withdrawal symptoms. This one's already having withdrawal symptoms.
Yeah, we've got 4 people in the race today. We've got Mashi and Nesman, and we're going to be having 2 relatively new guys on the restream. We've got Crush, Boom Bang, and Fenris. I think they've been on the restream before, but when it comes to the attendance in the community, these are new guys. And we are going to be underway any moment now. But yeah, they're on the timer, getting ready to go.
Always leaving some Link's house. That hasn't so far that hasn't changed yet. I'm actually going to see the pie. The pie's a cake. I think it's pie.
Oh, and of course we have our the fun junk on. So a load of the junk items are going to be stuff like cake, and we're going to see broken Picori blade and sheathed smith sword.
Yeah. And hello to the raiders from ZR2. We're getting
welcome
TMCR back.
Yeah, Minish Cap's got an update. Well, not yet, but there's a test build.
The race. Yeah, we've just started the race, so it's gonna be fun.
If you like Minish Cap and haven't seen any of the new stuff that has been going on in the last month, then check out this race. This is gonna be fun. If you're not aware, we have Dungeon Shuffle now. And this race is going to be pretty much race settings with Dungeon Shuffle. Yeah, we do have a little bit of a late start today, just because I was double checking to make sure the seed was good. And we do have a good start to the seed. Look, we've got a cape and the mitts.
Yeah, cape, sword, mitts. That just kind of screams Rush KF5, right?
Yeah, I think we're going to be heading to Lake. And also, there's a dungeon there, so we need to check out what's in that dungeon and see, yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna see Fenris already making moves onto the golden rope.
Yep, that's right, golden enemies have items now. Both of them are here just whacking away at these golden enemies. With the smith sword. I think it's 32 hits. It's real bad.
Yes, yeah, that sounds about right.
And of course, some of the item pool items have been changed. We now have heart, just regular refill hearts in the item pool. That golden enemy didn't drop an item. Uh-oh. That's fine.
Is it?
No one worry. Everyone stop panicking. Stop
I'm not panicking. You're panicking. Did you put in the wrong settings, perhaps?
It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry. It was just a brioche. I just gone through the spoiler log just to make sure we don't have any broken, we don't have a broken seed on our hands.
So far, both are fairly in sync.
Oh yeah, definitely. They're checking out the town.
Yeah. One thing we've also changed is that there's no more cutscenes for Swiftblade and his brothers. And there's... Oh, hello there.
Oh, look.
Psych!
Nice, and... yep, remember, we have traps on as well. Don't just assume that your item there is going to be real. That's funny. That's funny, though.
But yeah. I think they haven't gone to Lake.
Yeah.
Lake is like I'm not sure what the key situation is going to be, but
oh, we've got standard keys. Nothing crazy.
Yeah.
Keys are in their own dungeons.
Right.
Yeah, we don't want to make things too confusing.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, Cape and Mitts do bring a lot of stuff in town into logic quite early, so you can spend some time clearing this stuff out, but like, it's when you get the items like that, it's just like, oh, you just want to rush Lake so much.
Yeah, thing is that we've got so over on the commentary page we can actually see Crash Boom Bang's map tracker, and I'm still trying to figure out whether or not I should trust that or not.
Yes. I mean, again, this is a new release. That's not actually released yet. It's a testing build. So our trackers aren't perfectly up to date yet, and they're gonna need to be tested and discover all of the things that are wrong with them as well. But Deoxys has been hard at work making additions to the tracker. Already, there is a setting for dungeon shuffles, so you can put in the dungeon that is at the entrance that you've visited, so you can see if things are in logic or not. It's not perfect. There are some chests inside of dungeons which will mark themselves as out of logic or in logic when they're not, but pretty much everyone's on the same playing field here.
Oh boy, yeah, there's the... Okay, so the other rope also did not drop anything.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like they're dropping anything. I have checked, and there is no important item on the golden enemies, so this isn't going to be an issue.
Just something to keep in mind for the bug track, I suppose. Are they broken? Gonna say maybe.
I'm gonna go with yeah. I don't know why. I'll have a look at that at another time. But yeah, we don't have anything to worry about.
This is all fine. There's a shield. Okay, yeah. I think Crash Bang is very confused by the lack of items, so just restarted his tracker.
Yeah, it's a weird bug. The golden enemies have been fine, and we haven't had any issues with it, so I don't know why it suddenly broke. Why have they going Lake? They haven't gone to Lake yet. And why aren't they going to Lake? I don't know. There's the classic why aren't the runners rushing to location?
It looks like Fenris just completely gave up on the golden enemies, especially with the Octo up there. So I suppose I could also just do it in a bit.
I think, yeah.
Yeah, they've given up. Fair enough.
It's fine. I've let all of the racers know golden enemies aren't going to have any items.
Yeah. Oh, right, good.
The most major item that is not going to be accessible is remote bombs, unfortunately.
Oh no! How horrible!
So unfortunately we won't be seeing any remote bombs today.
What a travesty. I mean, they're both making their way slowly but surely to Lake, right? Both on Lon Lon, that's closer to Lake than, say, Quennel. Pie. Signalsworthy.
Looking at their... Wait, has Fenris found the Veil Foolskin Stone?
Yes.
They did? Where was that?
Somewhere? At least there's like a golden... I can't see it on the...
It says on their tracker they found it.
Source. Yeah. Yeah? It looks like it's been found alongside a book, but I'm not really sure.
I don't know. No, they definitely don't have it.
Okay.
There might be a tracker bug.
There's the ocarina at least. See?
Oh,
That's why
we found an ocarina.
This is why you had immediately there where the game wanted to go to. There's an ocarina. That's nice. There's a white sword. That's even better.
Wait, who? Oh, sorry. Fenris
yeah.
found the ocarina.
Yeah, and the white sword. So the green sword, I suppose. Which is going to be quite helpful to them.
So Fenris has cleared out the north lake, the dig caves there, and yeah, there's the ocarina and the sword. Only a green sword though, so they're going to be doing like they will only be opening one more location, but there will be you know, they need to find the red sword, which is the next sword after that, and then they'll be able to check way more items by going to Trilby and stuff. So they're just looking for one more sword. I know, but like all the green, red, and blue swords are all called the white swords, so it's very confusing if you call them that. All call them the white swords. So.
It's the white sword of 2. The white sword
white
of 3.
sword and white sword. Yeah. It makes it easier if we just call it by the hilt color.
Yeah.
So they're both in different locations at the moment. Fenris is doing an out of logic play here by jumping over to droplets to see what's going to be there. Meanwhile, Crash Boom Bang is going to be heading over to Minish Village. They can't actually get into whatever the dungeon is here yet because they need the flippers or the Jabbernet to be able to get through to there. Yeah, just as a reminder for what settings we have. Oh, there! Crash Boom Bang found the other sword.
Oh.
There, so we know where our red sword is. Crash Boom Bang is going to have to head over to Lake and grab a sword. Their red sword from there. And Fenris is going to have to head over to Minish Village to grab their red sword. Ooh, and a Karlov medal as well. Interesting. So yeah, the settings we have today is going to be the typical race settings that we have for Minish Cap, which is open fusions, except for the golden fusions. They're going to be vanilla still. Rupee Mania, all dig spots randomized, all underwater spots randomized, all pots randomized. Not all pots, specific special pots that our racers know about. not all pots yet. And then the extra settings we have is we have Dungeon Shuffle. So all of the dungeons are going to be randomized where their entrances are.
Yeah.
The dungeons are still normal, they have keys in the same places. But the non-element dungeons are going to be barren. They're forced barren with one of our settings. So no need to waste time going to wherever one of the, whichever one of the dungeons is not going to have elements. We haven't had a map check yet, have we? Because they can check where the elements are. It's barren, not unrequired. Barren. It's gonna be completely useless. There's only junk gonna be in those locations. Yeah, Hendris, what are the elements?
I don't know. Yes. we actually have elements in the seed. I don't know where they are, but you know, we've got them.
Also, we were supposed to have golden enemies having items, but we discovered that they don't drop an item, which is an issue. But luckily, The spoiler log says there's no items on the golden enemies, or no important items in the golden enemies, other than remote bombs, unfortunately. But other than that, we're good.
Ooh, Finn is going to get the bottle.
And
that's also a trap!
That's a trap! That is two trap items in the shop.
We're going 2 for 2. Let's go.
Oh, did Crash get that already? We saw both of our races get the fake lantern.
Do we have spin? Yes, we do have spin.
Yes,
so
we have.
Crash can make their way into Western Woods in like real soon. Since he'll be picking up the red sword. Yeah. Red sword and Ocarina are gonna just flute to town. And then bounce their way all over to Western Woods.
So, one of the changes we've made since 0.6 is we have made progressive items actually have their own icon and slightly redid how they work. So, progressive scrolls always go in the same order. All of there's 5 progressive spin scrolls, and you'll always get the spin scroll first, and then it will be fast spin, fast split, then great spin, then long spin. It's always going to be that order now. Whereas in times before, we have seen racers pick up items in a different order, and it means that one person will have great spin and the other person won't. So that helps resolve a little bit of that inconsistency. And of course, that means that there is a setting for non-progressive items. So you can have non-progressive swords, and it means that you can have no swords, open a chest, and bam, there's your blue sword or full sword or something, and you wouldn't need to progress your sword level up as you collect more of them. So the progressive items are swords, scrolls, bows, shields, and boomerangs. Oh, nice! Fenris roll lifted a cuckoo. Oh, and cuckoo game. We do have it's normal cuckoo game. We haven't changed any of the anything for this this race. However, we have changed how the cuckoo game is selectable in the settings. You can now randomize all 10 games if you want. It's adjustable. You choose how many games you want, including 0 for people who hate cooking.
Ooh, there's one Cloud Option Stone.
Oh, hello. Yeah.
Come on. A Swamp Stone and 2 Swamp Stones. Okay.
That is 2 Swamp Stones.
And we're only like not even halfway through Western Woods.
Oh, if we get another one, that does mean we have early fortress access.
Ooh.
But it won't be fortress. It will be a dungeon. Oh no. Oh. Poor Fenris.
Oh no.
Getting a Lon key for their troubles in the Cuckoo game. And of course, we got dig spots randomized as well, so Crash is going to be picking these up. And there's our bow. Oh no, Fenris never checked. Oh!
There's...
Okay.
Oh, that's number 3.
Yeah, that is 3. And...
Yeah.
And those are real boots as well.
Yeah, so... we've got bow, we've got mitts, we've got the boots, and the red sword. And all 3 kinstones. You are going to rush Fortress.
Okay, now we got an element check. So Fortress, Deepwood Shrine, Temple of Droplets, and Royal Crypt are the ones that have elements. Which means...
You don't want to go up Krenel.
Cave of Flames. No, we do want to go up Krenel because there's a random dungeon there.
Oh, that's what... Oh, right, yeah, that's how it
Yeah.
works. Never mind then. So
But,
they've got to find the entrance to Fortress first. Don't know where that one is.
Yeah, we need to find the dungeon entrances, but if they go into a dungeon and it's Cave of Flames, we know it's going to be barren and we can just leave straight away. Same with Palace. Let me pull up the elements for myself.
Yeah. Also, and yes, it's just new shenanigans, especially what we've just had with the Wind Quest and the weird graphic there. It's just a small graphical glitch.
Oh, that's a vanilla thing.
Yeah.
We can't really change that. That's GBA limitations.
Thanks, game. Very cool.
Okay, that is the correct elements there. Oh, that... Okay, we can't change the, the GBA limitations, but Henny... Henny, working on one of our randomizer developers here, is more than capable of being able to come up with a solution, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously, we have a lot of things that we want to fix, like the golden enemies not having items. Minor visual bugs like that are something we're going to deal with later.
Yeah. First things first, obviously.
Have we even touched a dungeon yet?
I don't think we have.
No, so we have no idea what anything is. Is P-Hat fixed in Rando? No. We can't... I mean, that's a very easy fix. It's just add a wall. Because the only reason it works is because of a oversight in the level geometry. So all we need to do is add a wall where there is supposed to be a wall already, and it prevents people from being able to do P-Hat clip. Yeah, currently the only dungeon entrance we could get to is Droplets, and that's out of logic. Doing those cape jumps over the over lake is considered out of logic, so you would have to get the flippers first before that's considered in logic. They can do an out of logic play and check out what the dungeon is there. If it's Cave of Flames or Palace, then they know they'll never need to go there. But if it's something else, they could have a little sneak around inside and see if they can find any items out of logic. But in the meantime, Crash Boom Bang has all of the kinstones for Wind Ruins and is heading through Wind Ruins to see what the dungeon is over here.
Oh boy. Boots for them as well.
We do already have 10 hearts, which is a lot of hearts.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was a very healthy seed. All the hearts and stuff were randomized really early. Yeah, we love Minish Cap here. That's why we're putting so much effort into improving the randomizer and you know, we love the randomizers like OT and A Link to the Past, and we'd like to see Minish Cap have, you know, all of the crazy settings out and options that are available in those games.
Yeah.
And we think we can do it.
I mean, so far it's been working.
Also, Minish Cap's got some really weird and quirky things to it, which we can make interesting and cool settings on it of its own that aren't in any other rando. Yeah, we've been on 0.6 for way too long now. I think it's time for a change-up.
A change in scenery, yeah.
Yeah. Every single tournament we've had since 2020 has been on version 0.6, by the way.
Lovely.
Yeah, one day we'll get the coveted 1.0.
Yeah.
I'm sure everyone will much prefer using a website to generate their seeds instead of having to use the program on only on a Windows PC. I'm sure everyone on Mac and Linux and even on mobile will want to be able to just use a website.
Here's some bread. Waste time chat wall.
Oh!
Hey, flippers.
We got some flippy floppies.
Oh, there's Deepwood. Okay, Deepwood has an element, doesn't it?
Deepwood does have an element.
Hey.
So they're gonna have to do stuff in here. But they don't have the Gust Jar!
Oh, that sucks.
Oh no, there's only
No
one
pun
thing we
intended.
can get here. Yeah,
Yeah.
oh yeah, no pun.
What?
Oh right, what are we gonna get in this first item? We don't have Gust Jar or Lantern, so this is the only thing we can grab. Oh, it's just a map. Oh
It's
no.
boss locked, or at least lantern locked. Disgusting.
Disgusting. Oh, that's right. That is 7 scrolls on Fenris giving the grip ring.
That's useful. Yeah, check boots of Fenris. Yeah, there we go.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're doing double duty here.
Yeah. Double trouble.
Oh, and that's right. Fenris also has all of the stones and a bow.
Croissant. They kick.
Alright, so where are we going? Oh, that's right. Crash has the flippers so they can head over to...
They did pick up the Call of Metal, yeah.
Did Fenris? Yeah.
Yeah.
Carl of Metal was in Minish Village.
Yeah.
They got it with their red sword. Yeah, Crash has the flippers, so they're going to be able to do hiking.
Hey.
But also need to go back and do a lot of clearing in the overworld. Like all of Lake's open. The dungeon in Lake is now accessible, or is now in Logic.
Which you still haven't seen yet.
Yep.
So
that's right. Crash is picking up the underwater items whilst Minish. That's the thing. Nice little optimization.
Yeah. There's a bottle and hiking. There's a bottle and hiking. That is lovely. Dealing with the scissor beetles.
Oh,
and
that is
a trap.
That is a trap. Power bracelets.
But hey, we've got the jar, so that means we've got we've got access to Kernel mostly. Well, not really. We're still missing. Well, we're missing the bombs, and Crash is missing the other thing that you need, the grip ring.
Yeah, that's right. Crash is the bottle and the grip ring now. So it was like, there's your Kernel starter pack. Get going. Crash waited until they got their flippers to come over and do Librari. So they're going to be doing the out of logic play to be able to turn Minish, which isn't actually going to be out of logic because they already have boots, so they can just. This is going to be a speed up here, jumping off that ledge to the Minish already instead of having to dash into the tree. But yeah, they have the boots, so they could dash into the tree. So all of this is in logic. It's not the power bracelets; it's the Titan bracelets.
Ah, so they're even more powerful, right?
Yeah, they let you lift those giant blocks. Oh wait, wrong game. Yes, so Deepwood we won't really be able to go back to until we find either the lantern or the gust jar. I don't think people will want to come back here with just the lantern, though.
Yeah, no. I know I wouldn't.
No. Oh, the Deepwood Shrine entrance, yes. We can go over to Minish Woods and see which dungeons in Minish Woods.
Oh, there's a soggy pie in the pond. And looks like Crash is making their way to droplets. We've not seen what's in droplets, right? Or, where droplets leads to.
We haven't had a look in there. Crash is going to be checking that out now.
Yeah.
Is this dungeon even randomized?
Would you look at that? And oh boy, they've got both the flippers and the cape. They can get the eastern spots. East? No, west. The first path. There we go. That's the word for it.
Alright, in droplets we have quite a lot of items because there's underwater locations. Also, where was the boss key? It was on the first block, wasn't it?
I didn't pay attention to that. No clue.
Yeah, sorry, I was a little bit busy there. So Temple of Droplets key logic has changed quite a lot. At the beginning of Temple of Droplets, there are basically two options of what can happen. Either the first item you get's a small key, which means the boss key will be on the locked by that small key on the second ice block, or we get a boss key as the first item, in which case that second ice block is going to be locked by having all four of the small keys. Or there could be a small key locked onto it. Because that's
sometimes.
Right, we can lock small keys behind themselves now, and make sure that the seeds are still beatable and they don't lock any important items.
Yeah, that's the bottle for Fenris as well.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Crash got all of those underwater items.
Yeah.
That Tracker is saying they haven't got it, though.
They just want to make sure.
That's just an auto-tracker issue.
Yeah.
They're just double-checking, but they're good. They have collected those items.
Yep. Now with the bombs in hand, guess Quill's the way to go.
Yeah. How many small keys was that in droplets that they got? They got a lot.
Three small keys thing. At least the Tracker Colis has 3.
Can a small key be on the boss? Yes. Because there are two ways of getting to the the basement area, the Blue Warp area. You can either go through the Dark Maze and then use the cape to jump over and stuff, or you can go through the left path and ride the lily pad around, and then you can also use the cape to hop across. If you got all the items needed to be able to do both of those, then it means that it doesn't matter which doors you open. If you got three small keys, because one of the small keys is on the boss, you can waste all of your small keys opening all of the any door. Two of the doors, one to Blue Chew, one at the beginning of the dungeon, and then the last small key you have to use it on one of those two doors, which is going to guarantee you have access to the basement area. So we can find small keys in the basement area locked behind small doors.
Crash making their way to the Graveyard Key of all things. In the not the Gripcop Caves, the Goldfish Caves. There we go.
Yes, Goldfish Caves.
I'm a bit rusty with the names, honestly, or with the community-given names.
Oh yes, are totally arbitrary and makes perfect sense.
Not
Names. There is Palace in Deepwood, which means it's barren, and they don't need to clear it.
But still, Palace could have some good stuff for us. Not right now, obviously, since we're still missing the blue sword. But still, it could have things. The thing that makes Palace
we found a bomb bag.
Yeah.
Where was the bomb bag?
In around north stuff. Where is it?
North.
K25. There we go.
Wait, no, it wasn't.
No, it wasn't. Never mind.
That was really early. Oh, was it in Droplets? Okay.
Droplets? Yeah.
I thought it must have been in Droplets.
No.
No, was it not in Droplets?
No, I don't think it was.
Fenris is about to go there now.
Where was that?
Was it on a Swordmaster? Oh,
We've
it
seen
might
it.
have been on the. It might be in the Lake Dojo. Lake Hylia Dojo Heart Piece.
Thank you.
We just saw it. Oh, wait, we're about to see it on Fenris' side. There we go. There it is. Alright, we've got a tracker in to help us out, Andrew, so we can we don't need to be clicking the buttons.
Good stuff. There's bombs. Bombs away.
Where's that damn sword? We've had Red Sword for a while now.
Would you like to know?
Oh, nice Octo. Oh, okay, we've got a fake grip ring over in lower Veil Falls on the visible rubies. And now it's Fenris's time to go and have a scout around in Templar Droplets. But yeah, we do have pretty much all of Krenel open now. Looks like Crash is going to be heading in that direction. Check stuff like Trophy Scrub on the way. Oh yeah, Templar Droplets music is amazing.
Oh,
there is a Cloudtop skin stone there. Oh yeah, that's
crushed me.
That late bomb bag is so painful because, like,
it was opened so early and they didn't do it.
They could have gone. They could have gone out of logic to get it, but they were aware it was an out of logic play to do so, and I think they just wanted to be safe and stay in logic. Again, these are new. Like, it's brand new. I think people are going to stick to in logic for a bit and get used to the logic, and then start making the out of logic plays when they're more familiar with the logic. Yeah, it's very easy to get completely sidetracked out of logic and just go on a wild goose chase to the wrong place.
I'm gonna go on an adventure.
Yeah. Yeah, large refills do show a pop-up every time they're collected at the moment. They need to be changed. There is another Cloudtops. So that's three? Yeah, three.
Yeah.
You should change that. Yes, that would be a nice change. Oh, I'm sure it is an easy change. It's just changing the, it's just changing a single parameter on the dungeon, on the items when they get placed. If you could also do that for fairies, that would be very nice. Because fairies do not behave themselves currently. Yeah, there's something on Fenris's tracker that's making it mark the Veil Falls Kenstone.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Got a tough day. I don't know. Oh, Crash is. Ooh, that.
This is out of logic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the 2 bombs, they should be alright.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
like, yeah, they're about to go up Mount Krenel now, and they're going to go through the cave that has a bomb drop.
No,
so
the thing is,
it's perfectly calculated.
So it is technically out of logic, but it is available in logic. Crash would need to just pick up the grip ring, which they have not done so. You know the grip ring's over at Superplate the First.
Crash has the grip ring.
Has he?
Yes.
Oh,
they did not get the hot spring water. They've already they skipped that. They
right.
They know that they're going to be going up. They just didn't want to orphan 2 chicks there and wait until they have the gust jar when they know they could do it. They just needed 1 bomb to blow up this cave. That's all they needed left. So it was perfectly calculated.
Yeah. No, I just saw them on the left side and it's like, okay, yeah, no, they're gonna make their way up there with the regular path.
They are not picking up the free bomb drop. Uh-oh. Oh, I guess they're going into Cave of Flames. But Cave of Flames doesn't have a... Cave of Flames isn't Cave of Flames. There's any dungeon here.
But if you want
No
aim on the bomb drop, you can just slash the grass at the Deku scrap.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Yeah.
It's random.
But still.
But it's very likely to drop bombs.
Yeah.
The drop rate's really high there. Oh, never mind.
That helps.
There's a bomb bag.
But he does crash off the shield. Yeah. He does.
Yes, they checked the trophy scrub just earlier.
And the rest, we've already seen that one.
Oh, I'm sorry for objectifying.
There's a
fairies.
croissant. Right, there's a croissant, and there was a pie.
Sorry,
Okay.
I'm objectifying fairies and treating them like items. They're not items, they are living things.
Yeah, which link between these stuffs into bottles. You can even see how unwell they are over in Wind Waker, where you see the close-up of the fairy in the bottle. And they've got this "let me out" type of expression on them. Which, yeah, fair enough.
Oh, you know, we don't have a cane.
Yeah.
So that means we're gonna have to do vanilla climb.
Oh, lovely.
And there's Fenris's graveyard key as well.
Not too helpful
Following.
at the moment.
Did Fenris check the dungeon here? I don't think they did. So they're going to be checking it out, and they're going to find its palace in here.
It's all palace. But yeah, one thing I was going to mention is that the thing with palace in previous versions is that the palace is usually so late in progression that by the time you get there, you usually already have everything. So now with Dungeon Shuffle, or with Dungeon Entrance Shuffle, we have a really high chance at Palace having anything, because the only stuff that's really locked behind Palace is... Oh, the Palace locks is like Cape and Blue Sword. So there's like...
And, yeah.
Loads... There's like
I mean,
jars in there, bows come in there, bombs...
Logically, cane is required, because one of the first rooms we skip has you need to fire the cane at a hole to be able to advance.
Yeah. I mean, you need to, but we don't do it.
But we don't have to have the have to have the cane to be able to go through the dungeon. But you should always be aware that cane is required for most of Palace.
But not everything.
Also, another setting we're planning on adding very soon is being able to toggle the dungeon warps already open. Things like blue and red warps.
Oh.
Because we're thinking... Dark Harrow Castle's a bit slow, isn't it?
Yeah.
Why don't we open the red warp up? So we don't need to do that slow slog through all of those rooms. And then, as soon as you get the boss key, you can just go straight to Vati.
I like that. Yeah, red warp. Looks like...
Yeah, the red warp is the one that's in front of the boss door there.
Yeah, the one that you get first for some reason. Because usually you get the blue one first.
Yeah. Oh, poor Crash is now doing the, pushing the boulders around here for the vanilla climb through Mount Crenel. What dungeon are we going to find up here in Crenel? Oh, there's also Malari's Mines as well. That's got a load of dig spots. It will be... You'll bet vanilla. We think it's going to be... We're going to go with Cave of Flames. Just to be a complete waste of time.
I'm gonna say it's wall crypt. I don't know why, but the fact they're still missing blue sword concerns me.
Yeah. We've had this red sword for a long time now. Where are the other swords?
Elsewhere.
You kind of like the randomly placed fairies in the broken version.
Yeah.
Oh, the fairies that were like floating around all over the place. Yeah, the only issue with that was they were despawning. Yeah. If you can give them the same value as like that we have for the butterflies, where they just sit in place nicely. No, sorry, not the ones that we have for. Do we want butterflies and fairies to float around randomly?
That'd be
but not despawn. That was the thing with the fairies in the previous test build, was they despawned after a couple seconds. What did Fenris just pick up?
I wasn't paying attention.
They're following Crash, and I don't think there was. Oh, it was a trap.
Something completely different. Oh yeah, because they don't despawn, right? Fairies do despawn,
yes,
but butterflies
exactly.
don't.
The butterflies in the vanilla game should just float around there forever and not despawn.
Yeah.
There's a trap bow. And a real lantern covered in mud at the top of Mount Cronal. And
what?
Okay.
Oh,
blue sword and lantern. If that's not a rushed crypt item set, I don't know what is.
Stop everything you're doing. Go to crypt, or at least check if crypt's actually in kernel.
Yeah, I mean, they will have to be going over to Royal Valley to see what's there. They wouldn't actually need the lantern to get to whatever the dungeon is over there.
See?
And speaking of crypts, here it is. Crypt's an element, so we can get that. We got everything needed. So
that is really lucky. Not lucky, but just really convenient.
Crash, do it. You can get the element. Get the element. They're a little bit confused. The map on the in the game shows which dungeon has the element, not where the element is located in the overworld. So there was an element over the Royal Crypt area of the map, which means that the Royal Crypt dungeon has an element. That's this dungeon. So even though there's no element over Mount Crenel, this will be an element.
Yeah.
We want to change it to the other way round. Because the current way is a little bit too confusing. It would be better if the elements were over the portion of the map where they're actually located.
Still, could be worse.
It's just, it happens to be the easiest way of implementing this is the way we did it currently, but the other way makes more sense, but is harder to do.
There's the element from Gustav. Is it Gustav?
Alright, I'm getting corrected. It's not harder to do. It just requires changing one thing.
Right.
See, I speak like I know what that I'm making changes or whatever to the rando, but it's not really me. We've got a team working on the rando that's doing a lot.
Yeah.
I just do some logic stuff now and then.
Go team.
We got smarter people. Luckily, we've got smarter people than me to actually make sure it works.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Henny. I'm sorry. I've got this huge list of features and revisions to make for the rando that you need to do, but you don't need to do anything.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like Crash is on the way to Roll Valley, not the crypt, just the valley.
Royal Valley. Yep, we've already had crypt, and we got the first element. We're just over an hour in.
Yeah. Bread. More bread.
Is that 3 books?
That
is.
I think so, but it was.
Yeah,
Wait.
there was a book in Malari's Mines as well that we didn't notice, but yeah. No cane though, so no no heading to Yalari.
For now, it can always change.
For now. Yeah, Town Minish is quite slow at the moment. No one's really wanting to go over to do it.
Imagine doing Town Minish. Yes, long speed from Dampe. The crow stealing a sword, which is just a visual bug. So.
Oh yes, I have that on my list of things to have a look at.
Yeah, I don't think it's something urgent.
Yeah, I don't know why it does that, and that's a long running bug. That's a bug we've known about for at least a year now, I think.
I think it's really just the crawler wanting to catch it shiny. You know, just grab something shiny, and the sword's the first best thing. Naturally. Okay, moment of truth in just a bit.
Okay, what is in Royal Valley? Fortress.
That's not bad.
They can full
They
clear.
can full clear it, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's got an element.
Okay, how much of Fortress do you want to do?
Everything. Like, what are your options?
Yeah. I mean, it has an element, so you need to find a boss key.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, so you know the weapon options?
Yeah.
There is a option to consider Lantern as a weapon, because you can get to, like, you can have a shuffled fortress, and fortress can be somewhere in, like, Lake or in Minish Woods, where you don't necessarily need to find a sword to be able to get access to it. And that Wizrobe fight, it can, you know, you can kill the Wizrobes with lanterns, so that can be required.
I love it. Yes, please.
However, we do see there is a Kinstone here. That is Kinstone number 4 for Cloudtops. Fenris is also going to go for that out of logic play here. You got a 50 bomb back. You might as well just do this.
And save yourself the hassle of having to come back later.
Yeah. I mean, you just know that there's not going to be a Gust Jar here. If you were, for example, Gust Jar for Go mode or whatever, you could skip this because you know, okay, Gust Jar locks to these locations.
Yeah. Okay, and from the heaven descends. What's that? Just rupee.
Yeah, rupee.
Hooray! Money!
Yeah, I'm not sure Link should be eating all of these pastries that he's fighting on the floor.
I don't really know.
Also, Link is doing an absolutely fantastic job. He's got a mean metabolism if he's eating that many carbs and keeping in the shape that he's in.
I mean, then again, this thing is also just like a child, so they've got like this really miraculous, I don't know, they can just move without the fear of getting fat.
Random rupee values. Every time you pick up a rupee, you get a random amount.
Can we do that with the shops? That'd be fun.
Random what? Random shop prices?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. And
You sure?
And expand the things that I consider a shop. You know, Terry with the Piccolite might be considered a shop, or the Goron with the Kinstones.
No, the Goron is already a shop. We've got that. It's already a setting. We just don't have it on today, but it's a shop. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're expensive. They are
lovely.
100 rupees or 200 rupees or 300
a piece.
rupees.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're expensive.
All these, or all the different like decos that usually just either give refills or like, oh yeah, well you've called me. Let me trade you 80 rupees for a red kinstone, like the one over in what was it? Forest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the Goron merchant actually has a fixed number of things that it sells. It's not. It's not infinitely respawning. The other things are infinitely respawning, so we need to do some changes. That's why we could just do the Goron merchant straight away, because it's like, oh yeah, there's actually a fixed number of it. We just added that. Shoutouts to Catabat for doing that. Catabat's been making a lot of improvements to the rando.
Yeah. Without getting fat. Yeah.
And they also did the changes to Cuckoo Game, so everyone who hates Cuckoo Game and doesn't want to have it randomized, thank them, because they've made a setting so that you can turn it to either 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, out to 10 games.
You monster. Who doesn't like the Cuckoo Game?
Yeah, we haven't had an interesting key layout here in Fortress. All of the small keys were just very easy to get in the front half. But yeah, the key logic has changed, which means that keys can lock themselves in the back end of the dungeon. So there is even the possibility that the okay, not with these settings because we have shuffled pots. So those pots and the at the back of Fortress could have small keys. But if you don't shuffle those pots, there is the possibility that you can have small keys on the vanilla boss key chest, the drop in the Minish dig room, and then also the statue puzzle. Like those three can be small keys. And your one small key you could use to get access to the left-hand side, back left-hand side. Check those two things out, and then be locked out of all of those three other locations because they're just small keys and they lock themselves. And the only thing you're missing out on is small keys. So
I see.
There's totally a possibility for how the dungeon can shuffle itself. If you can't tell, I have spent a long time recently thinking about key logic for dungeons and just coming up with the most interesting version of it I could.
My condolences.
If it's possible, it should be able to shuffle like that now.
No. Arrows.
Yeah, so Crash has got the element from Mazal, but they are going to be checking the back end of the dungeon to see if there's anything useful we're going to find. Can keys be shuffled out of dungeon? Yes, there are various key settings now for changing where you want keys to be shuffled. For today's race, we just have them inside dungeons, and they're only in their own dungeons. But we have we have loads of key settings. We have Keysy, so they're just removed, and all of the key doors are open already, in case you don't want to have to deal with keys. Okay, there is Arcane. Is in the midst chest.
Arcane midst chest. That sounds like a new one.
Required vanilla climb. Yeah, because he needed blue swords to get to hit. Yeah, okay. So there was no way of avoiding. Oh, fantastic.
And this is with the normal shuffler, right?
Yeah, this is a normal shuffler. I didn't use the special Hendrix shuffler for this. This is just a myth seed. Yeah, key settings. We've got Keysy. We have vanilla keys, so keys are in their exact same spot that are in the vanilla game, so you always know exactly where the keys are going to be. What we have right now, which are keys shuffled in their own dungeons. We have keys shuffled in any dungeon, so we showed that off last week, but you can go to Fortress and find every single boss key. Oh yeah, that's right. Small keys are separate to big keys, and which are also separate to maps and compasses. Maps and compasses are together, but those three are, you can have different settings. So you can have big key sanity and small keys in their own dungeons if you wanted. We have regional keys, which mean keys can be found in their own dungeon, but also just outside the dungeon. That setting's a bit weird with how entrance shuffle is at the moment, so we're not using it. But if you have entrances, normal dungeons, then, for example, Fortress small keys could be found in Wind Ruins before you get into the dungeon. And then we have inter-regional, where any region can have keys for any dungeon, which is like key sanity light. And then we have keys shuffled anywhere, which is regular key sanity.
Right.
So you have all the different flavors of what settings you want to have. And the Hendrix shuffler. So how the what's the best way to explain this?
It makes things worse. That's how. Yeah. It makes things worse. That's all you need to know about it.
How the shuffler works at the moment is that it starts from the end of the seed at Beat Vati and assumes you have all of the items. It then fills from the back of the seed up. It will put items into chests and then go, okay, Link doesn't have access to this item anymore, and then it will feed backwards through the seed and fill in all of the locations. What the Hendra Shuffler does differently is it's a forward fill of the seed. It starts in Sphere 0 and goes, okay, we're going to place items into all of the chests that Link has access to without any items. And we're going to make sure that at least one of those items is going to be something that opens a new location. And then it will go to the next sphere and then place all of the locations that are now accessible with items, and then make sure that there is the ability to get to a new location from that. And it'll keep doing that until all the locations are filled and the seed is beatable. Now, it has the unintended side effect of making the seeds incredibly linear. Which means you have a lot of spheres which are literally one item opening one location, and you go to that location, you get a new item to take you to one location, and it's, yeah. The Hendra Shuffler has produced seeds of incredibly high sphere counts. We're used to normally seeing spheres of 15, around about that. But with the Hendra Shuffler, we can get up to 30, and the with creative setting selections, we've had the record set at 53 spheres.
Oh, ew!
Yes.
53.
Yeah. How? Because it was just so incredibly linear, like literally.
Just let my seeds, right.
Every single item ended up locking another item in this awful chain. Oh, it also took. Sorry, let me double check this. It took. Okay, so how the Hendra Shuffler works is when it gets to a point where it places it can dead end itself where what locations it currently has access to. It doesn't actually have any items that it can place into those locations to open access to anything new in the game, which means it goes back previously and then tries again. This is like a retry. When that seed was generated, it was calculated it did 16,000 reattempts to be able to generate that seed. That's how unlikely it was to work, but it worked. Oh, sorry for rambling there, but we have a Force Sword.
Yes, I didn't pay. Where was that? I didn't pay attention.
It was just here in just before Dark Maze.
I was just so focused on actually comprehending all the big numbers you just said.
Yeah, sorry. But well, it looks like we're one item from Go mode, which is Gust Jar. We know, we're in droplets at the moment. We know where Deepwood is. And we know where Palace is. Cave of Flames has to be in at the top of Wind Tribe.
Ooh.
So we don't need any Kinstones today. Or any more Kinstones.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah. So Cave of Flames is barren, so we'll not need to enter. Well, actually, we might still need to get all of the Kinstones because Gust Jar could be in Wind Tribe, but it just won't be inside Cave of Flames, the dungeon there.
Yeah, that sounds about right with the palace entrance being cave of flames, which is not an element, so it's nice.
Yeah.
But still, could be up in. Yeah, Gotcha could be over in Cave of Flames for all we know.
Yeah, currently Dark Hyrule Castle is not shuffled. It is going to be in the same place that it always has been in Hyrule Castle. We've got plans to change it. It's just a bit more complicated than what's possible at the moment, because the pedestal controls how Dark Hyrule Castle works, and that's very finicky. So yeah, one of the settings we have on at the moment is non-element dungeons are barren. That's why we know we don't need to go through Palace or through Cave of Flames.
Oh, right.
That's one specific setting.
Ah,
that
that's
option
where the
has.
Force was.
Yeah, that's where the Force Sword was. Fenris just picked it up. The non-element dungeons that are barren is just one option of the setting. You can select non-element dungeons to be unrequired, which means that there could be non-important items placed there. So, you know, maybe a mushroom gets placed there, and whatever is on Rem in the shoe shop will not be required.
Let's see.
But also, you can add these settings to the regions around the dungeons as well. So you can consider that non-element dungeons and their regions are barren or unrequired. They're all individual settings that you could select. Currently, it doesn't work well with Entrance Shuffle, but because Entrance Shuffle is a brand new setting that we've added, but we're working on compatibility so that it makes sense. So, for example, with this seed, Cave of Flames is up in at the top of Wind Tribe.
Yeah.
If we had the setting on for regions are considered barren, then hopefully we would want to have it so that Wind Tribe is also barren. And because Palace is a non-element dungeon, we would make it so that the stuff in Minish Village and like the Bellari area would also be barren. We would also do that for regional keys. These are the ideas we want that we think makes the most sense, and we'll try and implement them in that way. But it's down to what we're able to actually do. Would Cloud Tops be barren? Cloud Tops, the actual cloud area, no. We classified Wind Tribe as the Palace region, just so that you don't need to spend all of your so you don't need to use kinstones.
Makes sense.
Yeah, but like Lower Wind Tribe, we've got the setting on so that the portal's active, so you can go to Lower Wind Tribe early. Those wouldn't be barren, those would be normal. It's only things that are locked by getting all of the Cloud Tops kinstones. Because we don't have all the Cloud Tops kinstones at the moment. And, yeah, like the region of, for, Wind, Fenris skipped the back end of Fortress.
Oh.
They don't have a cane.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Well, that sucks for them.
Oh no. They skipped back into Fortress. They bailed Fortress.
You know what they say? Never bail Fortress. Yeah. This is why. So, if you go to Fortress and you leave it early, you're making a big mistake. You just don't know it yet.
Yeah, even though Cave of Flames is the dungeon that you need to use the cane to beat, the cane is still hard required because we're going to be fighting Vati, and Vati you need to use the cane on. That's the only reason why we need the cane. And the Gust Jar. Well, actually no, Gust Jar is needed for Green Shoe. Never mind. Meanwhile, Crash is doing Octo.
Good Octo. Ah, lovely.
We got a 1 ink on Crash at the moment.
Yeah.
Yep,
so,
Octo is a RNG boss. The last phase, this one is purely luck-based.
yeah. There's nothing you can do to really influence it apart from an RNG manipulation. Which... nah.
I mean, I do it.
Yeah.
If you are a speedrunner and are used to it, it's not hard. Some people who don't do the speedrun but play rando have also learnt it.
Yeah.
You lose about 30 seconds per ink cycle.
Which,
You can either have 0 ink, 1 ink, or 2 ink.
Yeah.
If you can have more inks, but that's because you played badly.
yeah.
and
And
you
losing
made-
like 30 and with the race over in the speedrun community, 30 seconds is a lot. Whereas
Yeah.
30 seconds in rando is not that much. Like,
yeah, you're gonna make up more than 30 seconds by just
more,
going
yeah.
to the better place locations and routing
Yeah.
better and... Alright, Crash checking out the last thing in the dungeon before they're gonna leave, which is the ice block at the beginning. Right. Right, where does Crash want to go? I don't think they've been to town in a while. There's a lot of stuff in town, but also we had the Vale Falls Kinstone here, so all of Vale Falls is now open. And
I think Vale Falls is a good play because it's just a lot quicker. Like,
yeah, I mean, it's a lot of stuff there. There's
Yeah.
there's those rupee caves. Like we're Gust Jar for Go mode at this point, so you're just looking for Gust Jar. Oh, we've got books as well. You could go to the library.
Go read a
Rushialari,
book. Lovely.
Champion of the People.
Okay, yeah, there's Octo for Fenris as well. So I guess they'll be there for just a bit longer. Octo just feels like a slow boss, honestly. Maybe just because it's heavily scripted and there's a lot of like just cutscenes and just waiting. That's a good thing about Minish Cap. You don't really see cutscenes all too often, except if you're counting esoteric as cutscenes. But in most cases, you play more than you watch. Which isn't something you can actually say about every Zelda. Like, especially the 3D Zeldas have a history of being very cinematic.
Yeah.
And a cinematic game uses cinematic styles and
Lots of cutscenes.
lots of cutscenes, lots of waiting, lots of random flag triggering and back and forth. And you know, that pesky stuff that they call story. There's bombs for Crash. So they're really just missing the remote bombs.
Yes, the remote bombs are unfortunately locked by a golden enemy.
Whoopsie.
It was one of the enemies they killed, I think. It was a castle golden rope. They killed it and it didn't drop anything. There's our duplicate graveyard key.
Yeah. The thing we were just waiting for. Looks like Premise is making his way out as well.
Yeah, they're both heading for Veil Falls. Makes the most sense. Crash found nothing here in Veil Falls, but they're going to be going up into Cloud Tops.
Hooray!
Are there duplicates of key items? There is not, but there is a setting called... you can adjust the item pool as a setting. We have it on balance at the moment, which is the same as what you would find in vanilla with some slight changes that aren't too important. You can have plentiful item pool though, which will add a duplicate of every major item. And there's also reduced item pool, which is the other way, where it removes some items which aren't necessary, like extra bomb bags, extra bottles,
all the useless stuff.
yeah, remote bombs, butterflies. Yeah, they're all gone. Like that, you don't need them.
Yeah.
Faster spin scrolls? Nah, don't need them. There's only
Don't
one
need
spin
them.
scroll.
Yeah.
Currently, there's only those 3 options: reduced, balanced, and plentiful. But we do want to expand it so that you can have more control over what you want in your item pool. So if you just hate having only one Gust Jar and you're always having to look for the Gust Jar, you can add a duplicate Gust Jar if you want, and not have to put duplicate other items in.
Yeah, so the golden tactile, especially the one up here in Valve, is going to be enjoyed for them to actually kill. Should the setting actually work proper next time around. So that's something to look forward to.
Can we make the seed place items whilst you're playing it? We can't. That's not how the randomizer currently functions. The randomizer is a program you feed a ROM of the game into, you press randomize, and then it will make a copy, randomize it, and give you that copy of your ROM, and then you can load that ROM onto an emulator, which most people do, or you can even put it onto a console and play it. So you can play this on an actual GBA if you have a flash cart, and you can load data onto a flash cart, plug that into your Game Boy Advance or something, and play the game on an actual console, and you can play the randomizer. It's very different to have a program actively changing the game. And meanwhile, we found the Gust Jar. Crash found it in Cloudtops. That's go mode.
Of course, it's... yeah. Hooray, Cloudtops!
Yay!
Go mode.
Right,
Hooray!
okay. So now we're rushing through Wind Ruins.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, oh yeah, right. Yeah, sure.
Oh,
That's
they
where
had
Deepwood is.
Lantern! All of the runners have had Lantern, so they could have come back to Deepwood without the Gust Jar.
But
The Gust Jar
would you
could have been,
wanted it to?
It could have been in Deepwood. The seed has been that bad.
Yeah, good point.
You know, small key on locked by the Lantern, and then you go into the rest of the dungeon.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, obviously not now, because we have Gust Jar, so... yeah. It's just
a possibility. Yeah.
Find the boss key in Deepwood, and we're in go mode. What if we could dynamically manipulate randomization on original hardware? Hint, hint. But chat, don't give Henny ideas, okay? Henny will do it, okay? Oh, the dungeon was boss locked anyway.
I don't know if that makes it better or worse. Probably worse. You have to giving yourself bad ideas. Fair enough. Look, Henny, as long as you're not robbing, but as long as you're not taking money from people for busting down your door thanks to it, I think you should be fine.
We have a lot of super secret projects with Rando. We don't want to disclose yet, but bear in mind they're exciting, and it's just going to take a little bit of time to do, so I hope everyone's going to be happy with just the polish that we're going to be doing to 0.7 before we release it.
The chaos that's going to be in there. Stupid codename. Codename bad idea. Is it?
Oh no, I think it's a fantastic idea. What we have, anyway. I'm sure it will be a fan favorite.
If you say so.
Oh no! Fenris isn't in go mode. Because they left their cane in Fortress.
Never be a fortress.
Yeah, so they are going to be looking for their cane.
And they're going to be looking for quite a while.
Yeah. Honestly, there's so much open and available. There's basically everything in town. Minus the library. They can't actually go into the library. With the Gust Jar, they would actually... I think they might actually go back to droplets. Which would be bad. Because Fortress is in Royal Valley, isn't it? Oh no, they're going to go and clear Deepwood.
I can already hear Bluetooth calling.
Oh no.
Can you hear it? Bluetooth calling.
Oh wait, they didn't blow up the Fenris Snow. Oh, well, I mean, it doesn't matter, but yeah, there's a bomb wall at the beginning of Winterlands. The last time we were in Winterlands, they didn't have bomb bags, so they didn't. So they can blow it up.
Oh boy.
Oh, but yeah, we are into Dark Hero Castle with Crash. Can we set up a game? Do we have enough time to set up the game? I completely forgot. We've got the chest game. I don't think we can set up the prediction in time, but we like to play a little game here where we do. There are 9 locations in Dark Hero Castle, and we like to guess which one is going to have the boss key. How many chests does Crash gonna have to open before they find the boss key? So get your bets in chat between 1 and 9. I always bet 4. I'm going to go with 4.
Let's go with 2. Ah, we don't take bets right now. Okay, never mind then. Right. It's up in our hearts. That's what matters, that's what counts.
Also, just to let everyone know about the elements tracker on the map, that is already fixed. Whilst we've been talking here in this race, we've had it resolved for the next version. So the elements are going to be on the map's quadrant that they are located in, not the dungeon associated to it. So if you will see an element in Minish Woods, that means whatever the dungeon is there in Minish Woods, you go there and you beat that dungeon, and it's going to have an element. We got some smart cookies here working and adding new features.
Not me. Hey, there we go. Navigating the treacherous Blade's chest.
Was that chick 2 or 3? Wait, have they got the boss key?
They don't.
Wait, no. They've done 3 so far. Coming up is going to be 4. I think. Yeah. Yeah, this is going to be number 4 coming up. Well, there it is. That's 4.
Yeah. God damn it. You got X to this spoiler lock, Myth. I call shenanigans.
I always bet 4. It's my go-to. It's because it's the most likely one. Oh, what a surprise. The most likely option 1.
How dare.
It's not actually the most likely. It should be a clean 1 in 9. I think. I'm not actually sure. Oh no, Fenris. Yeah, Fenris is going to be checking everywhere for that cane. But this is going to be a fast Dark Arrow Castle. Also, we don't have any finishes yet. And
this is probably still stuck somewhere.
We've got Nesman and Mashi. I do wonder where they're up to. We don't want any spoilers. So no one in chat mentioned where they are, but Crash is a couple of minutes away from potentially winning this. Yeah, I think Crash is definitely on pace for a sub 2 hour here. I haven't seen their previous results before. This might be a PB. It looks like Crash's best time was a 2:35. So this is going to be a really big PB for them.
Ooh. Nice, awesome. Fire. Yeah, I mean, it's not going to be a sub 2, but bang close to it. Gee, could this be a sub? Nah, you don't do that in like 8 minutes. Do you?
Yeah, easily.
Yeah, 8. Yeah.
Yeah, no, this is going to be a sub 2 if they don't have any massive mistakes. They got lots of health. They have bottles, I think, with fairies. They got great spin and a decent Dark Knight fight. There's just the black one left. Killing the red one's pretty quickly with the great spin strat. Yeah. Great spin, if you get lucky, can work out quite fast.
Nah, Vati1 is being a bit of a butt again with all those teleports. It almost looked like Fenris was gonna go up into Chaos Flames. Uh-oh. Don't make me eat those words, Fenris! Don't go up there. Oh, they don't have the Kinstones either way. We're fine.
They don't have the Kinstones. They,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh! I just remembered where one of the Kinstones was.
Where?
Wait, no, it
What?
wasn't. Oh, I thought there was one in the chest next to the cane. Because the cane was in the midst chest. I thought there was something else in the chest on the right of that. I can't remember now. Was there a nut? There was a bomb bag.
We've
And
seen
there
the
was a-
nut. We've seen the
Yeah,
nut.
the Jabba nut was back right, that, because Crash got that, but Fenris didn't. Yeah, there was a Jabba nut on the back right. And the dog food as well, because Fenris also doesn't have that either. But yeah, no, all of those items were there with the cane, so. Oh, and the snipe. Nesman finishes 155. The classic Nesman maneuver. Oh, don't get trolled. Oh, yes.
There we go. That is Vati2 done.
Yeah, that was so close to having their clones break off on the bottom of the screen. Batty can just bump you into the wall on the bottom of the screen, and it will just kill your clones. Oh no, Fenris!
Fenris, what are you doing?
They're opening DHC.
They're gonna be in for a rude awakening, aren't they?
They're gonna open up to Vati and be like, and then they're gonna clear the rest of DHC looking for their cane.
I hope they actually gonna notice that they need a cane for Vati. Like, I wouldn't put it past people to just not do just like do Vati 1 and 2 and then forget about Vati 3.
I really hope they don't start doing Vati.
The tension is rising.
Yeah, that's the last arm. They should be able to get that sub 2 hour. Just don't let the nerves get to you.
Yeah.
Now Vati 3 is normally the easiest Vati boss. I just got unlucky there with those electric attacks. Are they able to get in front of Vati again? No. Yeah.
That's the nerves kicking in now.
So the electricity and the blue balls are not random. You can control them by standing in front of Vati. Otherwise, they will alternate. If you stand in front of them, then they will do a blue ball attack like that. There we go. You get 2 hits in, and then you start creating clones again. And as long as you stay directly in front of Vati, they're not going to shoot electricity. They'll always shoot blue balls. But it's only that first cycle that it's you can get unlucky and you can't stand in front of them fast enough to be able to stop the electricity attack. And GG's.
GG's.
That was a 158. 59. Yes. At least they didn't split. They took the little bit longer on their on-stream timer, but they did get the they did split in the race in time. But yeah, GG's to Crash. That is a sub 2-hour seed.
Hooray! Congrats.
Yeah, we'll ask in Crash, and if they're up for it, they can come and join us for an interview. Oh! So, Fenris is going to be clearing out Dark Harrow Castle, but we know that they're not going to be able to fight Vati until they get their cane. And GG's to Mashi.
GG's.
Who finishes in 3rd.
Well earned bronze pedestal.
And yeah, here's the 2-hour mark. Mashi just getting it over 2 hours.
Hello, GG's.
And GG's, welcome in.
Oh, okay.
Hello, hey.
Hello.
Hey.
Yeah, GG's, well done. That was a good one.
Yeah, that was really fun. That was, like, really just kind of kept giving me everything I needed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a big PB for you, isn't it? It's about half an hour.
I don't know.
At least for races.
Yeah, and under 2 hours is pretty nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was so lucky that Crypt was on Cave of Flames though, because I wasn't quite sure how the random dungeon shuffle worked.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if because there was because like on the map, like Cave of Flames was no element, like Crypt was, but I wasn't sure if that meant is the dungeon at Cave of Flames unrequired? So having Crypt there was like the perfect quick thing to test.
Yes. In the current version, it's not how we want it, and we've just changed it. So in the next build, it will be what makes sense. Because today it was the
Little
dungeon
sense.
that is located at that quadrant. If an element is there, then that means that the element is in that dungeon. But we don't want that. We want, if an element is on a quadrant of the map, whatever the dungeon is there in that quadrant, the element's going to be on that dungeon. So that's what we've changed it to now.
Okay. I also completely just ignored town checks and was not much for that at all.
I mean, when you can, just skip town.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even with the cape and the mitts at the beginning, I was expecting everyone to just skip town, just rush lake, do out of logic lake as well.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the whole time, I kept thinking oh, what if my cane is in town? Oh, there's the cane. What if my four sword is in town? There's the four sword. What if my Gus jar is in town? There's the Gus jar.
Yeah. So you and Fenris were decently close throughout. You're always a little bit ahead.
Yeah.
And then you were in Fortress at the same time. And they didn't do the backside of Fortress. They just got the element in the left.
Oh.
Hello, Mashi and Raiders. Hello.
Welcome, Mashi. GG's.
Looks like Fenris is at Dark Hyrule Castle right now.
Fenris
Yes.
has missed his cane.
Yeah.
All the way there with
They are Kane for go mode. They are in Dark Hyrule Castle, and they're going to be clearing Dark Hyrule Castle to try and find the cane, not realizing they left it in Fortress.
It do not be there.
Oh, that is unfortunate.
It's the sea is so open right now. They could find it nearly anywhere. The only places they know that it can't be is going to be in
Cave of Flames and Palace?
In Cave of Flames and in Palace, because they're non-element, so they're barren. Yeah, Hype Cave having Ocarina and one of the first 3 swords is... you had to do that pretty quick.
Yeah.
Well,
But then again, the seed gave you cape, mitts, and a sword right at the beginning, so
Yeah.
the seed was really just pointing you towards the lake, and you just had to follow that pointer. Which some did quicker than others.
Oh, and apologies about the golden enemies. We're gonna look into that.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's
No
weird.
worries.
We had it working, and I don't know what change we did to make it not work, because they were fine for last week's seed.
Yeah.
None of the golden enemies had any items whatsoever.
It was weird. I was the first one just dropped nothing, and
Yeah.
that was just confusing. But I at least thought if they're turned off, do they still drop vanilla, or do they also just drop nothing?
If they should always drop something. When you turn them off, yeah, they drop their vanilla item, which is just rupees. But because we shuffle a rupee onto that, and the randomizer knows that a rupee's at that location, it just never considers that as, logic or...
Yeah, shoutouts to the shop, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
That was mean.
That was fun.
All right, that was pretty good. I gotta go run some errands, but
Yes.
thanks
Yeah,
for-
sure.
Yeah,
Take care.
thanks for having me.
GG's.
GG's.
Yeah, and good luck to Fenris. Hope he
Yes.
finds something.
I think we are going to go and give Fenris a raid and wish them good luck finishing out this seed.
Yeah.
Yeah, the traps in the shop were fun, because it's like Lantern and Bottle, they're so oh yeah, that's quite reasonable that they're there, and you buy them, and no.
All right, see ya. Thanks.
See ya. Take care.
Yeah, see ya. So yeah, I hope everyone enjoyed today's race, and a little variety in some of the settings here. We just wanted to do something that was more what people are used to with like regular race settings, but with just the extra twist of Dungeon Shuffle, because Dungeon Shuffle's new and cool.
Yeah.
We're going to be having quite a few different settings in the meanwhile for Minish Cap, so check out in the weeks following as we build up towards our 0.7 release.
Hooray!
In the meantime, if you want to test out some of these settings for yourself, you can always join the Discord and grab one of the test builds that is available.
Yeah. They're only going to be broken half of the time, so don't worry about it.
Thank you guys for coming.
Sure thing.
Thank you, Haley, for hopping into the track about halfway through. Thank you to the runners for giving us a great race, and we're gonna pop it over the Fenris and rate the channel over there. So thank you everyone for coming out and watching. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Some great new settings and great work being done with this. Can't wait to see what they come up with next. And have a good night.
Good night. Take care.
Yeah.